Welcome to the South Lake High School Planning Your Schedule presentation. Please listen carefully as the information in this presentation is extremely important. Let's start with a look at what is required for graduation. You must have credits in the following: 4 English, 3 Math, 1 being Algebra 1 or its equivalent Algebra 1A and Algebra 1B, 3 Science credits, 2 with labs, 1 World History credit, 1 American History, a half credit in American Government, and a half credit in Economics. Furthermore, you must have 2 credits of foreign language, must be the same language for a 4-year university, a half credit of life management or health, a half credit of personal fitness, a half credit of PE, which would be team sports, dual sports, and aerobics, 1 practical arts credit, which would be drawing, painting, or ceramics, or a performing arts credit, which is chorus, acting, band, or a half credit of each practical arts and performing arts. You must also have 3.5 elective credits. Most 4-year universities and all state universities require at least 2 years of a foreign language. Some out-of-state require more, and math classes at least through Algebra 2. Other requirements for graduation: you must have at least a 2.0 cumulative GPA. You must pass both the FCAT Math and FCAT Reading, with the possibility of FCAT Writing and Science beginning in the 2007 school year. And you must have the required 24 credits. Let's take a look at the Bright Future scholarships. For the Florida Academic Scholar level, which pays 100%, you must have a 3.5 weighted GPA based on 15 core courses, 75 hours of community service, and college placement test scores of 1270 on your SAT and a 28 on the ACT. For the Florida Medallion Scholar, which pays 75%, you must have a 3.0 weighted GPA based on 15 core courses and test scores of 970 and 20. For the Gold Seal Vocational level, you must have a 3.0 weighted GPA using 15.5 credits required for graduation, and you must be a vocational completer with 3.5 credits and a minimum of 3 sequential vocational credits. College placement test scores as follows: SAT 440 and 440 on math and verbal, ACT 18 in reading, 17 in English, and 19 in math, and a CPT score of 83 in reading, 83 in sentence, and 72 in algebra. Some of the vocational credits may include construction, veterinarian, culinary arts, drafting, auto mechanics, or web design. Now let's take a look at a typical 10th grade schedule. First term would be geometry, reading or an elective, world history, and PE. Keep in mind that you may need to consider retaking a class for grade forgiveness. Second term, you would take biology, English 2, an elective, and a vocational elective. A typical 11th grade schedule: first term would be Algebra 2, reading or an elective, American History, Fine Arts, and Performing Arts. Second term would be English 3, Chemistry, Vocational 3, Trigonometry, Analytical Geometry, and Pre-Calculus, Calculus, or AP Calculus. You may also take Physical Science, Marine Science, Anatomy, or Genetics. Now let's take a look at the never typical 12th grade schedule. First term would be Algebra 2, or Trigonometry and Analytical Geometry, American Government and Economics, Fine Arts, and Performing Arts. Keep in mind, once again, you may have to retake a course for grade forgiveness. Second term would be English 4, Physics, or Physical Science, Marine Science, or Anatomy, an elective, or you may choose dual enrollment. Let's take a look at the AP or Advanced Placement course program for 10th graders. You would take the following: English 2 Pre-AP, Pre-AP Biology, Algebra 2 Honors, and an elective. Second term, you may take AP Biology or Marine Science, Anatomy, and Genetics, World History Honors, or Trig and Analytical Geometry. The advanced course program for 11th grade would be as follows: AP Chemistry or Physics, Trig and Analytical Geometry, Foreign Language 3, and then AP Art or Band or Vocational classes. You would also take AP Language and Composition, AP Calculus, Physics or Anatomy, a foreign language, and possibly dual enrollment. In the 12th grade advanced program would be Anatomy, AP Calculus, AP Physics or Marine Biology, AP Chemistry, AP Psychology, AP English Literature, AP Calculus, dual enrollment, AP Art or Band, or AP Spanish. A few reminders. Don't forget that you may need to retake a class for grade forgiveness if you failed the class or received a D. If a class has an asterisk, you may need a teacher recommendation to take the class. And be sure that prerequisites have been met, such as passing Algebra 1 before taking geometry.